Y'all know I gotta make that Boudin dip in that fleur-de-lis smoker. Yeah, chef. Hey, you're watching Big Lou Barbecue and other things I want to do. And let me tell you what I got going on for you. We're going to make some Boudin dip again. Yeah, I made it a couple, 3 years ago on my channel. I followed the recipe from Amanda Fine Meats website. Doctored it a little bit, but you know, because a recipe, that's like painting by numbers, and cooking, that's like painting, it's just a guide, a recipe. Anyway, I usually add a little bit of Tabasco to my Boudin dip. I might not add so much today because we're taking it to a cookout. Yeah, we're going down to Lafayette, and I'm going to a cookout at these people's house, and I'm bringing Boudin dip. Can't wait to do it. About 2 hours away to Lafayette. You know, it's still dark outside, and it's a noontime event. So want to be there about 11:30 in the morning, and it's like 2 hours away. I want to get this Boudin dip cooked. Already got the smoker fired up because the recipe calls for it to be baked. Oh, you know, Big Lou Barbecue. We're going to smoke it in the fleur-de-lis smoker. Yeah, Shad. How are we going to do Boudin dip without that? And I'm going to be doing it in my Cajun Classic Oval Roaster, one of my favorite pieces of cast iron. All right. It's not the most used piece of cast iron because it's oval, doesn't fit my stove very well, but I love to use it. It's one that I don't want to part with, man. I love my Cajun Classic Oval Roaster, so can't think of anything better to put the Boudin dip in. All right, but you could do it in a skillet, or you could do it in a casserole dish, or whatever you wanted to do. Also, Boudin dip is kind of misnamed. It really isn't a dip as much as it is a spread. In other words, you want to put it on like crackers, you know. You can put it on Ritz. We're going to get fancy with the Townhouse. It used to be made by Keebler, but, you know, Kellogg's bought out Keebler and all, right? And, or Club or whatever, you know. We're going to put it on that because it's really more of a spread, this Boudin dip. All right, I'm going to leave the link to the Amanda's recipe down below. That's the guide that I'm using for this. It takes about 3 links of Boudin. Like I said, I went by Billy's. I picked up some Billy's Boudin, and I've got a dozen links. Could make a quadruple recipe, but I'm going to make a triple recipe of this stuff. And, give me 3 links for breakfast, yeah. Put those in. Smoked Boudin for breakfast is delicious, yeah. All right, I got 3 things sour cream cheese already softened up. I've got 24 ounces of sour cream as well because you want 1 cup per recipe, so I need 24. That's 3 times 8. I was educated in Mississippi. Yeah, 24 is 3 times 8. Yeah. All right, and you pretty much put as much cheese as you want. All right, Colby, Monterey Jack, Colby Jack, cheddar, any of that. All right, I got a sharp cheddar, some Colby Jack. I'm gonna put this in there. You want to put some in the dip, and you want to put some on top of the dip. I'm gonna throw it in the smoker for about 25 to 30 minutes. Thanks for watching Big Lou Barbecue. Well, this Boudin dip doesn't need to have any internal temperature checked. It's just, you know, a matter of time. Everything's pretty much cooked in it. So I'm just using the ThermalWorks dot to monitor my pit temp, and I got the alarm set for 350. So easy to use the dot. Got that cork probe port too. Well, even though they've been sitting out maybe 45 minutes or so, those 3 blocks of cream cheese weren't quite as softened as I wanted them to be. But that's okay. We got it mixed up. That's at pound of Colby Jack and a half pound of cheddar in there, and now putting in 24 ounces of sour cream. Remember, you only need 8 ounces for one recipe, which is only 3 links of Boudin. We're using 9 links of Boudin, so we triple in the recipe. All right, so a 16-ounce container went in, and then this 8-ounce container. And I usually just add regular Tabasco as much as I want if I'm making it for myself. This time I used Tabasco Chipotle. It's got a good smoky flavor and a little more mild, and I didn't put that much in it. All right, but then I go ahead and mix it up, and that silicone spoon wasn't getting after it, so I went with the Cookware spoon. All right, that's that Roux spoon, a little more rigid, and I was able to get this cheese mixture all mixed in thoroughly and combined together. All right, and I find if you mix that first, then it's easier. That's what the recipe actually says to do. You can use a hand mixer too. All right, time to cut open the Boudin with that Silver Stag Big Lou barbecue knife that I appreciate sent to me by the benevolent subscriber. I'm glad to have it. Split the Boudin down the side and remove that natural hog casing. Then take out that Boudin filling out. Rice sausage is what it is. And mix it all into the bowl, all right? I'm going to do all 9 links just the same way. And
break it up in there so you can mix it up, and then throw away the hog casing. So I do the other 7 pieces, get it in there, and then start to incorporate it with that Cookware spoon again. And then once it gets all smooth like that, it's time to put it into the Cajun Classic Oval Roaster. I love this thing. Fits my Lodge Sportsman's Grill real well too. And it's one of my favorite pieces of cast iron. Anyway, that's what it looks like on the inside. I'm gonna dump all of it in there. And then let me show you, once it's all in there like that, you wanna go ahead and smooth it out. I wanna get every bit out of that bowl too, all right? And so go ahead and smooth it out so it doesn't look like a mountain range, you know, and get it smooth top on it. It's just, the silicone spoon does well for that, you know. And anyway, continue to smooth it. And then you see all that little bit that I got on the side, I'm gonna have to wipe all that off too, you know, because I don't want that to burn. All right, so get all that off the side right there, and come back with a paper towel. And so it's all smoothed out, and it's time to put the cheese on top of it. All right, so just take the other half of that Colby Jack and sharp cheddar mixture that I shredded up, and just top it with the cheese. And now it's about time to get this delicious Boudin dip mixture into the smoker.
Well, I wanted it at 350, but that's close enough. All right, all that white smoke is gone. And it's time to put this in here. Set it down in there just like that. It's a round smoker and it's an oval dish. Doesn't matter how I orientate it, but I'll put it like that so it's all in the camera. All right, now I've got 3 links of Billy's smoked Boudin. 1 link of smoked Boudin actually went in the dip because I bought 8 regular and had 4 smoked already in my freezer. All right. And anyway, this is cane syrup sausage, Foreman's cane syrup sausage. I like this stuff. I did a video on it 4 or 5 years ago now, 4 or 5 years ago now. But I use this a lot. It's a great breakfast sausage, but it's good in other stuff too. Got Steen's cane syrup in it. Anyway, the smoked Boudin and the cane syrup sausage, that's gonna be our breakfast. Let's set this 3rd alarm for 25 minutes. And we'll go out and check it. We're looking at the 3rd one. Dogs have started to bark it. It's just about to go off. This time stack is inside, so I set it for 25 minutes. I want to run it for about 30.
That Boudin dip is ready, yeah. Go outside and check it. Make sure it looks good, yeah.
You can set it whatever alarm you want to put on it. I just record my own alarm. Love the time stack. Oh, the smoker is smelling good. Oh, you know what? I want that cheese to get a little more bubbly, a little more melty. I'm gonna leave it in here just a few more minutes, but not very long at all. And I got the lid heating up in a 200-degree oven, so the lid's hot too. So I think it'll be melted by the time I get there, but I'm running inside, grab the lid, let this go about another 2 or 3 minutes. But I wish you could smell that. Scratch your screen. Just scratch your screen right there. Just scratch it. Yeah, just scratch your screen. Just scratch it. Scratch it, sniff YouTube. That smells delicious. The Boudin, the cane syrup sausage, it's all looking good, yeah? All right, well, it's been a few more minutes, and the smoker has risen up to about 355. I'm looking for that cheese to bubble, because if that cheese is bubbling up, it doesn't have to be brown, but if that cheese is bubbled up, that means the Boudin underneath it's fairly hot. All right, and there you go. See, that looks a lot better. Do you see it bubbling right there? That's what I'm looking for. But I tell you what, I'm looking, the Boudin is all cooked, but the hog casing wasn't. And I just want to make sure it's at least 140 or something there in the middle. Yep, it's 200 degrees, and it's going to stay hot on that trip down to Lafayette. Yeah. All right. This has been warming a little bit in the oven. I had the oven set for 200, but I didn't let it get there. It's hot for me to touch it, but it's not so hot that it's burning me. If you want to see a taste test on this, you can watch my first video on it. I've been making it ever since. I just don't use an electric mixer anymore. This is ready to go down to Lafayette. We're going to pass a good time down there, Cher. All right. Just lift it out just like that. Cajun classic.